What's up guys, Mad Rambles episode 343 today, back in another video as always. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about what is happiness and break it down. Because I see a lot of people strive to sort of obtain happiness and be happy and what do you want in life? I want to be happy. In reality, they look in the wrong places, right? Happiness is easily defined as current life perception minus envy. Meaning, if you have a large envy, your happiness is going to decrease. If your current perception of your life is great, then your happiness is going to increase, right? And a lot of people have a shit perception of their life and have a lot of envy. Therefore, their happiness is down the drain. Instead, you need to have an amazing perception of your current life or where you're going and no envy because you're so focused on your life, or as little envy as possible. Therefore, your happiness is increased. So what people will do is they'll think, okay, cool, I need to be happy. What does that look like? Well, that looks like drugs, that looks like parties, that looks like celebrations, that looks like food, that looks like porn, that looks like instant dopamine, that looks like all these different mediums. In reality, that'll only lead to depression because it messes with your hormonal imbalances, chemical imbalances, and a whole other array of things. Not to mention, it decreases your current life perception because that's not good. Everyone knows that they shouldn't really be partying every single week. And also, if they do, they'll sit there and go, oh, it doesn't really bring me purpose. I'm not really getting a purpose. And then they'll do more of it. And they'll think, oh shit, I don't really have a purpose. And even if they're not subconsciously thinking this, they will be subconsciously. Therefore, their current life perception will go down. They'll be envious of people who do have great lives. Therefore, their happiness will go down. Instead, what you need to do is sit there and analyze that equation and focus on how you can increase your current life perception and decrease your envy because that will give you happiness. And what that looks like is by creating a purpose. I've talked about this a lot in the past few days. Making sure everything you do has meaning. Meaning is such a big way to increase your current life perception because then you feel justified, you feel good, you feel like regardless of what other people are doing, maybe they're with supermodels on yachts, maybe they're doing drugs in the Bahamas, maybe they have hundreds and billions of pounds, doesn't matter. You're happy with the road that you're taking. So you're satisfied and content with, not just content, but satisfied with where you are in life. You're content with where you're going and hungry to do even better, which is motivating. It feels good. It's what our bodies are designed for. We're not designed to just be sedentary. We're not designed to just feel nothing. We're designed to feel. We have emotions. One of the reasons why everybody's so depressed is because they realize their life is shit, even if it's subconsciously. And that manifests as depression. And the depression is warranted, right? Partially, maybe a few people, yes, have some chemical imbalances in their brain which causes depression. But a large amount of people have depression because their life is shit, because they don't have a purpose, because their current perception of life is shit. And why wouldn't it? If they're doing nothing for their life, of course it would be. Therefore, their happiness will decrease. So if you want immediate happiness in your life, it isn't drugs, it isn't sex, it isn't porn, it isn't nights out, isn't food, it isn't all these quick instant dopamine releases. It's finding your purpose, something that really fulfills you, and having a goal, something to aim towards. Because then you'll be so happy with not just where you are, but where you're going, and you'll find happiness in the struggle. But you won't be looking at anybody else. You won't be like, well, yeah, cool, that guy has this Ferrari, that guy has that Ferrari. And it's when you combine that sort of pursuit and purpose you have with a way in which to monetize it, you'll never look at someone envious again because you'll have everything you need inside yourself. You throw in God in there and you'll be forever happy. Something to think about. I've been Keenan. Been a good call. Peace.